What's up, y'all? This is 10X Generation. This is my road to $1 billion. So I have two things to talk about on the business side and on the health side. We're going to start with the business. Um, with the thing, last video, I kind of had a mental roadblock in creating my super scheduler for my website development agency. And that's where I build websites for businesses. And one of the things that I found is that they need a scheduler. They offer a service. They need their customers to be able to schedule appointments and get notifications for that. I was going to use kind of a pre-built solution, but I found I didn't like it, and it didn't seem scalable, so I decided to make my own, and that's the Super Scheduler. The Super Scheduler, I've been working on it, and it's been taking a lot longer because of those roadblocks, but I got over those roadblocks, and now it's done. Fantastic. I'm in the bug testing stage where I just test out a bunch of stuff and see if it works well, and that's going to be done. But the main thing I'm waiting on is to get approved for SMS notifications, because I'm using Twilio to send those. I think it's the FCC, but it could be Twilio. They require a business verification in order to do that, which makes sense. But it just takes a little bit of time. Maybe it takes about a week. So after I do that, and after I complete this bug testing, what am I to do, right? What am I to do in the period between after I finish bug testing and waiting for the SMS notifications to go down? Well, I thought it was a good time to revisit some of my old projects, maybe get some work on them done. So I have two main projects. Well, I have a bunch of projects, but the two main ones I looked at were Neon Controller. Neon Controller is an application that allows you to remote play your video games on your phone and create a customizable controller overlay on top of it. So you can imagine playing, I don't know, Wukong or something, and streaming it to your phone and playing that at the bus, or playing it in your bed from your computer, or on your phone, streaming your computer to your phone. That application has reached 300,000 downloads, which is crazy. I'm so thankful. It's amazing, and it still generates passive income. I haven't really touched it, which is, it is what it is. But it's amazing that I'm able to provide that service for people. That's pretty cool. And I did get a couple offers to buy it, but the amount was so low, it almost felt kind of, it kind of made me sad how low they were kind of asking for, so denied. But I don't really have much to work on with it. It feels like a complete application. There are some things I can add, just small things here and there, but I don't know. It just seems like a complete application, more or less. The second thing is Neon Arcade. And Neon Arcade is actually what the bulk of this channel was on before I kind of switched gears. Neon Arcade is a decentralized cloud gaming platform where you can rent time on other people's computers. And I have that phrase kind of like a reflex now. But if you don't know what that means, basically, let's say you have a computer or you have a laptop that's not super good or not meant for gaming, but you want to play the top tier games in max graphics with ray tracing. What do? Well, with the service, you can kind of query the computers in your area, and you could see if maybe somebody in a 50-mile radius from you actually has the same game and has the computer requirements and is hosting their computer right now. So for a very small fee, you pay by the hour, you can stream the gaming content onto your computer. So you could be on your MacBook playing whatever game you want. And that's the premise of it. And it's still out there. Like, I stopped working on it, but it's still out there. And people are signing up for it, which is really cool. It has almost 500 signups, and I haven't been marketing it. Every single day I get a bunch of signups. And that's really encouraging. Really encouraging. And it's been a while since I looked at the site, truthfully. It's been a minute. But I can see why people aren't activating sessions. It's because the website isn't very good. And I could say that because, I created it, but also that was my very first project with Next.js. That is a framework to build web applications. It was my very first application with that framework, and it may be kind of obvious. It's obvious to me now all the mistakes that I made and all the changes that need to be made. So I kind of want to go back and redesign it, and I have some really neat ideas on how to do that. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and maybe make some videos, do some marketing stuff, maybe get some people on it. I think that would be cool, and I think that would be the most amount of benefit for this unit of time, right? Because it has the potential to. Anyway, the second thing is health. So in my previous video, I talked about keto, and that I'm trying out the keto diet. And the reason I'm trying it out is because I feel that my energy fluctuates a little bit more than I want, and the lows are too low. Sometimes I will get like so fatigued, so lethargic that it's like I just need to lay there, and I feel like I can't really move my body. Like I could, but it should take so much effort to move my body. And other times I'm on top of the world. And my hypothesis was that it has to do with my sugar levels. My sugar levels. So I just decided, let's cut out all carbohydrates. And turns out that it's called keto. So I started the keto diet. Like I said, it's where you cut out all sugar. But the real kind of theory behind it is that it's more efficient, or it's better for you to use fat as a primary energy source as opposed to sugar. Yeah, and there's a good amount of science that backs it up, even science from high school science. Fat is a form of energy storage, and it's actually more efficient than sugar. Like every bit of fat is equivalent to this much sugar in energy. It's almost twice as much, right? So so under a keto diet, you can eat a lot less. Another cool thing about fat is that its energy release is much longer than sugar. So with sugar, you eat something sweet, you feel a spike, and then you drop. With fat, you won't feel a spike, it just will go up, and then it'll slowly taper down over time. So I don't know what the exact graph, but just know that's more elongated, leading to more sustainable energy. And that kind of sounded exactly like something that I need, something that can give me energy but last, so I don't get these spikes and then dips and then spikes and then dips. Because if you base your energy off of sugar, let's say you eat a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast, for lunch you eat a bowl of rice, and then for dinner a bowl of pasta, right? You eat that bowl of carbohydrates, sugar, you maybe throw some sugar, have an apple with it, whatever, right? It spikes and then it drops. And if you have really no fat in your diet, you're at zero blood sugar, you're at zero energy, let's just say. I'm throwing numbers, but like you're at zero. It spikes up and then you're at zero. And then you get hungry because you have no energy left in you. So then you eat lunch, spike, dip. And then another one, spike, dip. And that's what it felt like. After breakfast, a little bit after breakfast, I will get, like I said, the fatigue, the lethargy. And then after that, I'll eat lunch, and then again, fatigue. And then dinner, fatigue. And it hits around 9 o'clock, so I end up going to bed quite early. Maybe some people can deal with that. I don't think my body is equipped to deal with that. So under this keto diet, I just kind of throw out, I just don't eat any rice, no oatmeal, no pasta, none of that. Maybe sometimes if I were to cheat, it would be with pasta, because pasta is amazing. So maybe if I want to celebrate, I'll eat pasta. But all that other stuff, I don't even like rice. I don't really like bread. The best thing about bread is the butter you put on top. The best thing about rice is the chicken, the beef, the whatever, the sauce you put on top. It's not the rice. Rice tastes like nothing. I could even say the same thing about pasta, but those... Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So what instead of eating a bowl of oatmeal or whatever for breakfast, I'll just make an assortment of vegetables, cheese, avocado, um, tomatoes, bacon, and I'll just eat that. And I don't feel a crash. It sustains me till lunch. When lunch comes around, it's like a signal now, which is always how I felt it should be. I shouldn't be so I shouldn't be hurting like when I'm hungry. It should just be like, hey, you could eat something. Energy levels, like a warning. Like, why does it have to be like close, almost pain, right? It's weird. But I didn't get that anymore. It's just like, hey, you could eat now. You should eat something. So I would eat something. Usually I'll make some chicken or something, and again with cheese, butter, lots of vegetables. Found out I love spinach. And then for dinner, I'll, whatever. I'll pretty much the same thing, right? So I just do that. And on this keto diet, I found that my energy levels are more sustained, like I said. And I feel better. But my overall energy levels, this is the primary issue. My overall energy levels are lower. Like, I feel calm all day, but sometimes I don't want to feel calm. Sometimes I actually need energy. I've been feeling less energetic, so I didn't have it. So it's been more of a struggle to go to the gym. And yesterday it kind of came to a helm where I was like, it's late. I don't have the energy to go to the gym. I just don't want to go. And I didn't want to break my streak, so what I ended up doing was cheating and eating a banana. And my theory behind that was that, I have the base level energy, which is calm, so I'm good. But I need a little bit of extra energy, so why not eat a banana? Something that kind of goes into my system, gives me the energy, and goes away. And I ate the banana, and it was like a sugar rush. It was like a sugar rush for 2 hours relative to where I was. So it was no problem going to the gym, getting my exercise, and coming back. So I like the keto diet. I think there's a lot of benefit to it. But for me, I'm going to have to be on a modified keto diet where it takes that theory of fat being the better energy source, right? So I base all my meals around fat, right? Eating fat, that's the energy source. And then if I need a boost, let's say I'm going out for an event, or I need to go to the gym, or I'm getting ready for a really particularly intense coding session where I need to be fully engaged and not calm. Or if I'm trying to have fun or something, I will eat some sort of fruit, and that will give me the energy level to be doing that. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. But other than that, there's not really much. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.